right, look. It's dark, it's early, it's cold as hell, it's wet. There's only one reason why we're here today at Laguna Seca. One. First through the gates, guys. First through the gates this morning. First one in the paddock. Getting the car set up. None of my friends are here. It's the middle of the winter in California. This is what we call winter. I'm freezing. My fragile California blood is cold as hell, and it's damp. These are not ideal conditions. But we're here for one purpose. I wanted to get back to Laguna Seca one last time before the end of the year. I have a vendetta. We're shooting for that sub 140. That's it. That's the only reason why we're here today. That's it. There's no other reason for me to be here right now. Absolutely none. I'd rather be at home, warm in bed, with my family, my wife, my kid, but I'm here. I'm out here because I have a goal I set for myself, 2020. That's what we're here for. So I'm here with Northern California Race Club. I'm gonna finish setting up the car. We're gonna get checked in and we're heading out. Sketchy. Totally sketchy. Very, very sketchy out there. So session one is done. Sketchy as hell out on the track. It is damp. You know, even the tarmac below me is wet. It's wet out on track. It did start to dry up towards the end, but not dry enough to really push it. So bunch of spin outs on the first couple of laps. Not me, thankfully. A few Miatas, rear-wheel drive stuff, but sketchy. So once I realized, you know, there's not really going to be an opportunity to push for that session, which is fine. It's the first session of the day. It's wet out here. I kind of half expected that. I just wanted to work on my lines and work on a couple of thoughts I had, some ideas, some things I wanted to work on before coming out here. So just worked on my lines a little bit. Still try to keep good principles, you know, try to look for markers and stuff. Just find anything that I can work on while I'm out there, you know, so I can make good use of the time and not have it be a wasted session. So nothing to really write home about. It was totally wet and it was 13 seconds off of pace for me. Again, just want to make sure I brought the car back in safe. Worked on a couple of things and that's that. So there's going to be a few more sessions in front of us before our next one. Hopefully the track will dry out for session 2 and then we'll see what we can put down. Bro. Bro. Dude. Dude, why? Why does the universe have to tease me like this? Why? Why does it have to do this to me? Look at this. Look at this crap. Look at this crap. Turn this piece of garbage on. Hold on. Come on. Bro. Bro. Dude, I could write Mozart's Ninth Symphony waiting for this thing to boot. Bro. Dude. 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 There are no numbers left. There are no numbers left between 140 and sub 140. It's a new PB for me, but I don't give a shit because it's still not sub 140. What the hell? What the hell? Oh my God. Oh my God. I know where I lost it too. I know exactly where I lost the time to. It was just a hair late. A rat's butt hair late. Breaking into turn 11. Just... And I had a tiny bit of traffic right after that because I felt really good. And I felt right after that 140, okay, you know what? I'm in a groove. I feel good about this. Let's go for it again. And then, boom, all this freaking traffic in front of me. All kinds of traffic. Dude. I don't know. I don't know. It's right there. It's right there. I can see it. I can taste it. And the thing is too, I don't even know where to grid because I gridded right up front in front of everybody, but you know, after 3 laps, I was starting to lap the field again. So I really don't know where else to start. Unless maybe I need to start 3 or 4 cars back from the very front. Pass them on the straight, or no, that doesn't make sense either, because if they're that far up, I don't know. I really don't know. What I need is for somebody to come here and shut this joint down so there's no other cars in front of me, and then we can do this shit. Because I need people to get the hell out of my way. Oh my God. There's no more numbers. There's no more numbers. I can't. All right, so I just topped off the gas tank, ready for session 3. So I'm just waiting for session 3 at this point. I went back and looked at the video for my PB, and it's just as I thought. Turn 11, which is where the Garmin catalyst is saying I could have saved a little bit of time. I couldn't get the optimal line going into turn 11 because I hit some traffic. You know, and I couldn't brake as late as I really wanted to because I had to negotiate or maneuver around the cars. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, this is the way these things go. At least that's what I'm telling myself. There's really not much else I can squeeze out of this car the way it's set up. I mean, you're talking about, you know, on fresh tires. If I had brand new AO52s, these are, you know, a day and a half old now at this point, or a track and a half day old. And Sonoma, which is where I had these tires first, a lot of, you know, that's a very grippy track, so you eat through tires pretty fast. And I did the best I could to preserve the tires for today, because I knew I wanted to give Laguna Seca one last shot. You know, and that's not an excuse. The tires feel fine. You know, albeit as always with AO52s, you have that like 2-lap window where they give you all the grip, and then they start falling off, and then about lap 4 they're greasy and they're done. So that's just my experience. Your mileage may vary, but I'm kind of aggressive on my tires. So anyways, keeping my head up. It's frustrating. I should be happy, but I'm not satisfied. You know, I gotta get that sub 140. There's just no option in this for me. I have to. So anyways, waiting for session 3. We'll head out and see what we can do. Yeah, so session 2 was pretty much a complete waste of my time, because some dude in a Porsche decided on the outlap to follow too close to the guy in front of him. Mind you, this is the outlap, not even the first real lap of the session. This is the lap that the outlap is a lap you take leaving the paddock. It's the lap you use to warm up your tires, your brakes, and, you know, just settle into the next lap, which will be your first hot lap. No, it was the outlap. So homeboy was following too close to the car in front of him. Didn't brake as quickly as a car in front of him going into turn 4, tapped him in the back, and both of them spun. Thank you very much, sir. Not only that, we all had a regrid back in the hot pits, and then they did a full course black flag. Like, there was not near enough damage on those cars to justify a full course black flag, but probably somebody may have gotten lippy and some attitudes were flaring up, and the organizers decided it was probably best to not let anybody else back on for the session. So that's their judgment call, right? And I fully support that. If you're getting people who are starting to get a little rowdy, you got to do what you got to do. You got to make sure that things are operating at a comfortable, safe, and sound level. And if it wasn't going to be that way because people are going out there angry, then calling the session was the right thing to do. Nevertheless, I was caught in the mix of it, and that means also my session was ruined because of it. So here we go. Waiting for session 3, gonna go get some lunch, and then we'll head back out. uber frustrated. Uber frustrated. So frustrated. So far, what's happened every single session is I try to grid as far up in the front as possible, do one out lap, get my tires and brakes warm, and then I do my hot lap. So far, every single session without fail, I've hit all kinds of traffic by turn 9 and 10, which is right about the corkscrew or right after the corkscrew. And it's annoying because I can't even get one clean hot lap in. Not a single lap. And there's not that many cars out here. I mean, look. I mean, seriously, relative to how many cars are usually out here, there's not that many cars out here. So I shouldn't be running into the traffic that I am, but I am. So, you know, these guys are great, and NCRC is great. They're a great organization. I love how well organized it is. I love that they do self-gridding. I went and talked to them and just try to get some ideas to, you know, help alleviate some of these issues I'm having. Because it's, you know, it's not fun if you can't even get one clean lap in, you know, and if you're not really catching people, then you can stay in the middle of the pack and do laps as hard as you can all day long, and it's a non-issue. You know, and the point of self-gridding is to put the faster guys together so you don't necessarily run into the slower cars, but that's still happening. So after brainstorming with him, with one of the organizers here, what he suggested was maybe starting towards the back of the fast group and really dogging it the first out lap and maybe the first whole lap. Let those guys get away, let them catch the traffic, and then I go. There's only 2 more sessions left in the day, and I hit 140 flat again. 140 is not a problem anymore. I can hit it if I have a little bit of space. I know I have sub 140. I just need a clean lap. And that's the problem that I'm running into right now. So we're gonna wait for the next session. Hopefully, I'm praying I get 1, and God forbid, maybe even 2 clean laps in, and then we'll finally see what this car can do. Because it's not fair to me, it's not fair to you guys, it's not fair to the car that is such a specimen and such a well-built car to not have those accolades. So we're gonna wait for the next session. We're gonna head out and give it our best shot. That's all we can do. 140. Done. Done fucking data. Oh. Yes. 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 Oh my God. I can't. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh. Man. 139.59. I knocked a complete half second off my lap time. I think all the frustration and effort just finally culminated and showed up when I needed it. And gritting further back in the fast group made all the difference. I let all of the cars in the fastest group go by me. I went really, really slow the first couple laps, let them get way ahead of me, and just before the next group caught up to me, I gunned it. And that made all the freaking difference in the world. Having some clean, open air. I still can't believe it. Oh my God. You gotta, here, you gotta see this. $139.53. I'm at a complete loss for words. So there's a lot of reasons why this was such a hallmark moment for me. There's a lot that went into building this car. There isn't another Honda Civic Type R anywhere that I know that has a full OEM interior, no bucket seat, no roll cage. I still got my back seat. I still got air conditioning. I didn't do it on slicks. I did it on street tires, 265, 35/18 size. I don't know anybody else. And if you know anybody out there, please let me know. I know Steven Cronenberger did it in his Civic Type R. He's from Texas. He was definitely running a decent amount more power, an undisclosed amount more power. And I also know he did it in Dave Muy's car, his Civic Type R. He did 139.98, and he was running a thicker tire than I was. So at the spec that I'm running with, I mean, for crying out loud, my kid was just in here a couple of days ago. I use this. This is my daily driver. It's full interior, guys. It's full interior. This is not a gutted race car. I have my seats and interior. Hell, I even have my kid's toy hanging in the window. That's why this number on this track for any car is so significant. It's a Honda Civic. It's a Honda freaking Civic. You know, and I gotta tell you, like, again, kind of like what I told you guys in the Sonoma video, I could not have done this on my own. I have, well, first of all, big shout out to all the guys at Northern California Civic Type R Club and the boys that have moved on from the club but are still part of the group. You guys know who you are. Thank you very much, because without your support and without even having it met you, I would have never even started tracking my car. So thank you. And to everybody that has been such a huge support for the build of this car, Dr. Drew, Elite Motorsports, Ant at Hybrid Works in Vallejo, he tuned this car. He's been working very closely with me. My car was one of the very first FK8s he started tuning on, and he's since then become the go-to guy for Civic Type R tunes in Northern California. I mean, and what's great about that, another thing I want to point out, is there's a lot of guys out there running less power and fewer mods than my car, but the difference is this car has not broken down. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. I have never had any major issues with this car, but I've heard time and time and time and time and time again about other Civic Type owners who have had issues with their car with minor mods, fewer mods, or even in some cases no mods. So it's not always about modding your car and that's what destroys it. It's also about how you go about modding your car. I really, that should almost be its own video. Maybe we should talk about that. Maybe I will put a video about that together at some point. But the point is, this car is so solid. Even it's a street car on street tires with full factory weight. It is just so properly dialed in. And of course, the experience that I have at Laguna Seca certainly helps. You know, I don't know. I'm not at a loss for words, but I'm kind of at a loss for words, and I actually feel a little bit emotional about this for personal reasons, and it's all for the good. So, man, we did it, guys. We did it. 139.53. You know, the one person I should be thanking more than anybody is my wife. Thank you for letting me do this. Thank you for letting me live out my dreams. You know, I always had dreams as a kid to have a car like this and to be able to race it, you know, and it could have, you know, having a kid at home and you're there supporting me in the way that you do. I could not have done this without you either. So thank you. Enzo, you're at home with Mama. I love you. I'm coming home, buddy. We did it. 139.53. We did it. And there's still more speed. There's still more time left on the table. There's still more time, but we finally did it. 2020. That wraps it up, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking it out with me. I appreciate every single one of you. Until next time, stay hungry, stay fast, stay tuned. I'm Michael Baxi, and I'm out.
Okay, I've been working like 3 jobs. Probably why I never see ya. Probably why I never have time for the fake friends that won't be ya. Oh God, I've been running now. Up early when the sun is out. Not setting out my own soul, but those real ones, they coming out. Oh look who's reaching out.